Well, hello, and thank you so much for stopping by. I am Ciera Payton, and this is my YouTube channel. Now, if you're new here, please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe button, and also you can hit the little bell button and ring my bell. And that way you will know that I have uploaded a brand new video. All right, so let's just dive right on in, shall we? So as I have mentioned, this is a part of an 8-video series where I talk about my journey into the acting entertainment industry. And so I have covered a little bit of the whole gambit, but not all of it. That is why we have the YouTube channel. So this is my channel where I share all about my lifestyle of being an actor, entrepreneur, and educator in hopes to help you along your creative journey, or help you, just figure out life a little bit or to just entertain you. So this is why we are here, and this is why you are here today. And again, thank you for stopping by. So last video of my 8-part video series where I am sharing with you about my journey. This one is all about just taking the leap, all right? And just having faith that it's gonna all work out. So I would say I got to a point in my, starting out in my career, I went to the performing arts school. I, did the networking. I went to college, got all the promotional materials together, my headshot, resume, reel. I had to just take the big leap and just go for it and do it. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times people are, sitting in their, hometown, wishing, thinking, praying, and hoping that, one day what they want in their career is going to happen. And sometimes you just have to go for it and make it happen. And what I did was just that. I ended up moving to New York and just hitting my feet to the pavement and just going for it. Now, you have to have a little bit of planning and preparation, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about with you right now. So, before I moved to New York, thank goodness I was, in college, and I had an amazing roommate. Her name is Catherine Elkington. Well, I had one roommate prior to that, which was Haley Trider. Hello, Haley. But Catherine and I, we were in the same class together, and we had talked about, moving to New York. And so we were like, you know what, let's do it. Let's move to New York together. Let's be each other's roommates, and let's just have each other's back. And so a couple days after graduating from college, we got a U-Haul. Her dad drove us up from North Carolina to New York, and we just did it. And it was the most scariest thing ever, I would say, for me. I mean, I had already left New Orleans. I had already left home and, went to college, but spent my senior year of high school in North Carolina and then ended up going to college. But taking that big leap and going to a big city like New York was very scary, but it was also so exciting because I just knew that, I was getting closer to my dreams and closer to what I wanted to do. And, I did the best that I could do, I would say. I went and I got my restaurant job. I was networking, meeting different acting coaches and just different studios of acting teachers and acting coaches, just starting to, make a community for myself and make friends in the business, and, finding other like-minded people that, were going for it as well. And so just having those friends and that community together just helped me to be able to feel like I'm okay, I'm going to be okay. This is going to work out. And yeah, I started to book things. I booked a commercial, one of my first gigs when I moved to New York. I booked a Home Depot commercial. And then from there, I was keeping in touch with my former agent in New Orleans who had helped me book a Lifetime movie down there. And then I had booked All My Children with my, New York agent. And so, I just say all this to say that you take the leap. You just take the leap, and no matter what, if you fly or you fall, just know that everything's going to be okay. And I would say, the first 6 months while I was there, that's how long it took me to get a job. Aside from my restaurant job, it was very scary. I didn't have a lot of money saved up in any kind of way or capacity to really fully survive. But, I was like, I just knew I needed to get a job. We had an apartment. Catherine's dad, thank God for him, he had, helped put the deposit down for us. But, even if I didn't have that resource or, I have his help, I think I still would have probably taken on 3 jobs and slept on friends' couches, which I ended up doing when I moved to Los Angeles. So, again, it's just you find find a way. You get that that motivation, and you have that faith, you know. And so when I had moved from New York to Los Angeles, that's what I did. You know, I came out here to Los Angeles, barely had any money to my name. I lived with my godmother in Riverside. I ended up getting a job at the Waffle. My mom had, you know, helped me out a little bit to get a car. That was that, you know. Then I ended up sleeping on friends' couches. Nick Kowalczyk, Brooke Whitmore, you know, those are people that opened their doors up to me and put up with me for, you know, months on end until I was able to get my own little tiny studio apartment for $600 in the MacArthur Park area. And so, you know, I'm just sharing all of this again to just let you know that, you know, while you're at home, you know, in your hometown, and you're, you know, dreaming about moving to LA, or dreaming about moving to New York, or dreaming about moving to Atlanta, I just want you to know that I'm a living testament that it is possible. And, you know, you have to have faith, but faith without works is dead. And so, you know, you put the work behind it. And what I mean is, you know, try to save up some money, you know, try to, you know, look for a job, try to look for a roommate, you know, try to do all that you can to get to the place that is going to help you soar, you know, as much as possible, you know. And then you just have total and complete faith that it's just going to work out, and you'll be amazed that it is, because it always works out. Always, always, always works out. Now I could sit here and I could tell you all of my horror stories, which I'll probably save for another video, because, you know, yes, they are helpful, you know, and you probably want to know about, you know, the struggles that I've had. But right now I don't want to focus on that, because I don't want to scare anybody, first of all. And second of all, I just want you to just keep in mind that as long as you have that faith, and as long as you know that a higher power is taking care of you, you are going to be okay, and you are going to soar in everything that you do. But you got to put the work into it. You got to get educated. You got to network. You got to, you know, get your materials together. You got to, you know, make sure that you are doing all that you can to be of light, be of service, and, you know, be active and motivated in your career and your destiny and what you're doing. That's my little spiel there. Oh, you know, it's so funny. I actually going back, talking a little bit about horror stories, I would say, you know, when I first moved to New York, again, it was very scary, very intimidating. When I'd first gotten there, I was conned out of $400, and I think I probably had $800 to my name. I was trying to get a laptop. I got conned out of it, got scammed trying to buy it on the internet, which was heartbreaking, but hey, it all worked out. When I was leaving my apartment, I think in the first or second week while I was living there, there's a guy who publicly exposed himself to me, which was like not cool and very, very scary at the time. And so from there, I think I ended up carrying mace and a taser with me. But, you know, again, I got through it. It was all a big, scary world, but I ended up just putting on my big girl pants and was like, you know what? I came out here to do this. I came out here to be an actor, and this is what I'm going to do. And nobody and nothing is going to stand in my way. And mostly, I'm not going to stand in my way because I'm afraid. And so you just got to have that bold, blind faith, and you just got to get up and go for your dreams. And that's what I did. And so here I am sharing that with you, and I want to encourage you and motivate you to do the same thing. You are on your path and on your way, and you got this. All right. So thank you so much for sticking around and watching all about my journey, how I got into the acting and entertainment business. There will be more videos to come, but if you like this one, again, hit like, go ahead and subscribe, and be sure to leave a comment below so I can make some videos specifically catered to you and your questions. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you at the next video. Bye.